and welcome to Critical Tumble, where a bunch of longtime friends and internet nerds transcend geography through the power of Discord to play Dungeons and Dragons and critically fumble a lot. Currently, the Cupcake Coterie are making the final preparations for Cragvere. There was a bit of an incident in an old drow city that had been taken over by Tiamat worshipping kobolds. So they were not as friendly as the other kobolds that these guys have met. They delivered a quick, first thing they did was after discovering that somebody out there was mucking up their sleep, something chronic, they went to Vievaled to get what Cherie had as far as protections from that sort of thing go. So yeah, Rylan, if you want to see what the rest of them said, it's the first chunk of the bod, but you would have been called in dead fucking last because they went alphabetical by first name, partially because not all of y'all have surnames. So yeah, you've got, and there is T. There is by the time you get in there, there is scrapbook. Imagine a being as old as Vievaled and what kind of scrapbook she must have, the sheer size of it. It's chunky.
That's really impressive.
There happened to be discussions about the potential for actually receiving my own invitation to weddings. Because let's face it, with your group, there's going to be weddings eventually. I think everybody panicked a little bit because they thought I meant right now. I don't think they understand. You probably understand better than most the whole thing where when you have a few hundred years to play with, soon is a decade.
Soon is longer than most other soons can be.
I'm not sure if that's very philosophical or awkward.
Two things can be true at once.
I was going to go always opt for the blessed both. Well,
Exactly.
I've put the rest of your friends through this, so your turn now. Uh, greatest fear.
Being responsible for the rest of their losses. And then I just preemptively take out the wooden spoons carved with little details.
Ivory, remember, not much wood.
Ivory. Apologies.
No, because if you could find wood here, it'd be really impressive. Mostly because it would have frozen by this point.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Ah. You asked a few very clever questions then, didn't you?
The Coterie are, I would say, the best thing that has ever happened to me, so I wanted to...
You've probably given the most clever representation of that I've seen from your group, because you weren't alone. Some were a little more specific, but... Come with me. I want to show you something. Opens up a hidden little door. And what you get is a fairly long corridor. And there's more of those carved spoons along the corridor with interesting names along the bottom of them. And it's not until you get to one towards the far end that reads the quick flight diminutives that you realize that this is a spoon gallery of adventuring groups. Puts yours way up towards the end and waves a hand a little, and Cupcake Coterie.
Ride or die with frosting.
Gestures, and then that's written underneath. And yeah, after that, there's a little bit of food being done. Small little cups of tea happened. Swigging them down meant basically instantly being asleep. And again, for Rylan, that's probably a little weird because this was not trouncing, and B, this was not just the 4 hours because everybody slept in. So what happened at that point was there was a bit of a discussion about any last minute plans, preparations. They wanted health potions, a longbow and ice ammunition for Ava, um, fixing materials for at least one more of those Shadow Dragon scrolls, just in case, because Barnabas was very much, I don't care what it costs, we need at least one more of those.
Is no object.
And a few other ideas were thrown around. Potions of fire resistance. I had Ryland suggest that the marsh witch has those plants that have been popping up, so they might be of some help there. Plus, they want to ask because the understanding was that the woman that uh, Hazel calls the knife-eared bitch is locked up by the Wood Elves, but at the same time, the amount you guys have been hearing may suggest that she has not stayed that way. So that's sort of the lost. The Wood Elf settlement is sort of the lost stop. We ended the session by more or less finishing up in Ambier with a very personalized speaks with animals collar tag for Bitey, so that Darvin can talk to Bitey without using speak with animals spell the entire time. Some potions of greater healing. I'm going to say that you can get about one apiece. And it was basically going to be sort of bouncing in a reverse L. So it's Ambier, Belarys, Egref, Wood Elf Settlement, where you're sort of be spending the night, and then teleport to the lump of debris that is all that's left of the exit to the old Drow city, so you can do the final head into Cragvere. So as we kick back off, everybody is gathering back up at the Street of the Happy Wanderer in Ambier. Darvin carting around Bitey with shiny new collar tag. And Rylan was one of the ones picking up potions, so thankfully Rylan has Bag of Holding, so there's not so much holding on to bunches of clanking things. Barnabas is not being turned into a pack minotaur because Cherie does have her own Bag of Holding, and Alice and Remy were sent off partly to have some time to themselves, but partially to pick up road snacks. So road snacks have been picked up, but that's about the point when Alice goes, "Hang on a minute. One thing I did want to ask about, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Did we determine is it just your resistance to draconic elements? Is it just that resistance is increased when it's given when that damage comes from dragons, or is it only resistant to that damage from dragons? Because I know we tested that.
For Remy's sword?
Yeah.
Um, so when the text says when it strike on if the dragon fails to save, they take full elemental damage, even if they are immune.
That's the damage you do to a dragon.
Oh, but
One
for
of the
Remy's
next
resistance.
the damage
Yeah.
resistance from because
My understanding was it's just a normal resistance, and she chooses which element.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again. I mean, keep it set that way, because we don't know off the top of our heads at this point. But I wasn't entirely sure. I'll check later anyway. But something to keep in mind. Didn't expect that to be quite so much of a stumper. I guess part of it's we've been dealing with dragons so much, and you are fairly good at evading damage on the regular anyway.
Paladin AC gonna be Paladin AC.
Hmm. Anyway, next stop, Belarys. On arrival in Belarys, it's not so much the bustling anymore. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I mean, there's the normal civilian traffic, but the additional weight of mercenary on the street is far, far less.
It's probably not a good sign.
Probably not. I was thinking, I mean, Shreyas, we are not approaching my parents for gossip. My parents don't have any. They tend to not. So I'm wondering whether we should set up some ears at the Bravo's boast, or ask your parents, Remy.
The bartender at the Bravo's Boast will know where they've been deployed.
I suppose it's not where. I have a feeling we know where. It's just why that many.
If they'll probably have heard that too. People have gone out for one last drink.
Fair enough. Trying to avoid your parents knowing you've been in town.
Oh, no, not intentionally. that I'm expecting the bartender will be more caught up on the gossip.
This knowing what your father used to do for a living.
To be fair, I did not know that until fairly recently.
Yes, but what I mean is you know that now.
Yes.
So why would he not have his ear to the ground about that kind of thing?
I will
Especially
ask
knowing
him.
what you do.
I will ask him when we stop by.
You realize we're going to be adding so many baked goods to the road snacks.
Yep, that is the other reason to stop by.
And Cherie is. We'll try not to inundate the Crestwinds bakery. Barnabas, possibly we can take Ava along to the market. Between us, we'll know the best places to go for bow and ammunition.
Sounds like a plan.
If anyone else wants to come along, or possibly to split our forces somewhat for the maximum of knowledge, there's other places we can go as well. We can send a couple of us to the Bravo's boast. Hazel, the book Bow and Dragon. That's one of your mother's friends. So I suppose you and Clarity can go there. That leaves... Oh, Dolphin, you get to show Rylan the Bravo's post.
Have fun!
Alice just claps them on the shoulder. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It's just...
I believe you.
But I know
But
that
I also see their faces.
Yeah, I think they think you're more... First of all, I think they think you're more sheltered than you actually are. And second of all, they delight in nothing more than showing people new things that they like, because that means you might suddenly have a new favorite thing. That's what that smile is. It's not, ooh, I can't wait to see their reaction in a bad way. It's, ooh, they're gonna love this.
Oh, so some of us are trolls.
The reaction is at worst going to be interesting.
To be fair, I always
I'm a
thought it
human,
was...
last I checked.
I kind of thought more gremlin myself, but... And
I
yes,
mean, I'm a bard, so there's a bit of that in it, in the profession. So,
and yes, gremlins are a real thing. They just bounce on and off the Cabrera of all endangered species list.
Oh,
Long
boy.
story. I'll explain some other time. So okay, we will begin with... We'll begin with Ava and Barnabas and Shri showing around, at least partially because you soon discover, hi Pim Pim, that it is a very good thing that you did healing potions in Anbeer, because the market in terms of things that mercenaries might want is kind of denuded right now.
Well, given all the mercenaries have gone, that's not surprising.
Although, surprisingly, of the arrows that remain, the ice arrows are the only ones that haven't been too badly picked over. Barnabas, perception check with advantage. Because you have help. Yeah, you were originally going to the place that you generally liked. You got your lost sword before you inherited some of these guys' swords from there. But Shuri is like, if you're going where I think you're going, if you like them so much, so will everybody who's in the same profession as you. I don't think we'll find a great deal there.
Good point.
And you do remember that having that reminder reminds you that that individual does have a cousin that does actually deal more in ranged weapons anyway. He's just sort of way off on the other side of this aisle, so at least now you know where to be pointing at, because if you can trust that one, you can trust the other cousin.
At least one would hope. And I mean, he does have, you know what? He's got a cousin that also mostly does range stuff. That's over here.
Okay.
Worth a try.
And yeah, you do... Again, this is... It's been picked almost clean. The ice arrows are more or less, and I say more or less untouched, but nobody deals with bulk enchanted arrows anyway. There's only a couple of bows left. And again, as you've been walking down that particular aisle, it's been... People have been loading for bear. And the cousin is sort of looking up and going, That's not Howler's uniform.
It's Yeah, it's I've retired a while ago. Long story.
And looks at Ava. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. You've gone adventuring now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, but you missed the you missed the stampede by about a day and a half.
Mm.
Yeah, we noticed there weren't a lot of mercenaries left.
They're all on boats by now. Almost all, anyway. We've got token forces guard, but things not going quite so well in the southern lands, apparently. That, or it's a massive push because they've got someone or something on the ropes. But given what I've heard they're fighting down there, I'm not so sure the latter is a thing.
Yeah, well, that's what we suspected.
Anyway, can I actually help you?
Well, I was in search of a bow. I do see you have a couple over there.
Yeah, they're not as spiffy as they might be, but a little bit of enchantment on them. And my elemental arrows are, I've got like 10 ice arrows. Nobody
It's
really
better than
wanted much
nothing.
of them.
Better than none. Yeah, I'll have a look at the two bows.
Yeah, they're both much of a muchness. I mean, they're good longbows. They're certainly better than anything you trained with. There we go. Oop. They've thrown some interesting things in for. I'm gonna hand of fate this to see what you might. Page does not exist. Thrilling. Yeah. Make me a perception check.
Yep, I can do that. Yes, 10.
You're not sure. You think they're of about the same make, the two longbows you've got. What you're going to wind up with at the end of it is it's a fairly simple +1 longbow for now. Shuri is. We might want to ask at. I've dragged and dropped it into your character sheet, by the way.
Thank you.
We might want to ask Rylan if his clan, their clan, has anything better.
Good thinking, yeah. Worth a
But
try.
in case they don't, or in case they can't spare anything because they're being constantly attacked by drow, we need something.
Yeah, this'll do for now.
And
how much is the ice ammo?
we're not really worried too much about it. It'd be expensive if it was any other adventuring party. I don't care.
So it's 10, you said?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, at this point, it really is the only way I actually need you to think about it is if you were buying a barony.
It's just regular ice arrows.
Mhm.
And there we go.
Okay, Clarity and Hazel, because this should be relatively quick. The book, Bow and Dragon. And it's the half-elf young woman who normally sits in for the dwarf who runs the place when the dwarf who runs the place is away. This is more of a civilian inn, so it's actually got reasonable clientele, but what it doesn't have, at the moment at least, is entertainment. It's just people having a drink, which isn't quite normal because the book Bow and Dragon is known for its entertainment.
I'm gonna go up to the bar area because I used to be a regular here. Hi.
Oh, hi. I don't think we were expecting adventurer. Wait, that means you brought bards.
They're not with us, but I mean, we could bring them around. What happened to the entertainment?
Well, most of the entertainment are bards with a capital B, and they went either to fight in the Southern Lands or they went to watch the fight in the Southern Lands for more entertainment or possibly death. I don't know because I'm not here.
Everything's been ramping up then, huh?
To be honest, it's the Bravo's boast or some of the more mercenary adjacent individuals that you'd really want to ask about things like that, but probably. And if you're talking about my dear old boss, apparently, a friend of yours wants a word, something about needing to source some alloys. Out of character, she's trying not to say Jenna's name because Clarity would remember this. Hazel probably not so much, but she's trying really hard not to say Jenna's name because she knows what that name means to people here.
Oh, yeah. What about the alloys?
Looking for some apparently, or having
Okay.
some kind of team meeting about them. He blew back in briefly, said something about didn't know half Eldrin were a thing, and then went away again. Yes, for the int +4, it sounds like Jenna, the dwarven gentleman who runs this place, and Molly Cathay are having a little bit of a multidisciplinary team meeting to be able to make the best of the armor and weapons that you guys will need. And what is Hazel doing while all this is going on?
Just kind of quietly watching. Like just for once, stepping back and figuring if I open my face, I'm gonna say something stupid.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, if you could get either or like both bards, give me like a half an hour to get the word to spread, and we'd actually have some decent clientele for a change.
I will propose that to them.
Okay, Well, as long as I get the half hour to spread the word, because people would be really pissed if they missed it.
Yes.
And is that the end of things for the moment from you guys?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else I'd
Fair enough.
want to ask.
Next up, because these are the briefer ones. The Bravo's boast.
Speaking of opening one's mouth and saying something stupid,
Oh no.
The thing is that the Bravo's boast is nearly empty. It's a mercenary bar.
Yeah.
So you've got like a couple of individuals who apparently got wounded beyond what on the spot healing could do them, and the half elf and twins behind the bar, and the grill at the back it's still going, but nobody's really ordering much of anything. Jed and Jazz, the half elf bartenders, kind of look up and in unison, sorry, but no. And Jazz is like, we're not, you're fine to order, it's just we're not going to waste the tricks on you guys.
understood. Logically, I expected this, but wow. I mean, it was obvious. Everybody's gone. But at the same time, to walk in and see that everyone is gone is a little wow. Y'all don't happen to know why?
All we really know is big push in the south.
South being south, southern lands.
We're on the southern coast of Alasa. There's no land. There's no further south you can go on land.
Fair enough.
And Jazz is actually most of them. I think part of the whole thing is we did still have a few, but apparently some headed more in the northerly direction. I mean, this is rumor. This is entirely rumor, but apparently there's an outpost on the border of, well, technically Equitas, really Ambach and Cragvere, and they called it Boomtown because Agref munitions that walk. They had that whole town had to walk south, but then the other spot was more or less kept. There were still apparently problems. I'm getting this in snips, snips and dribs and drabs, but apparently they sent one of the more sneaky teams to investigate. They were only supposed to be port in, have a look, port out, but haven't been back yet. That was a couple of days ago. Now, either Cragvere's become Party Central or Cragvere's become Party Central.
That's good to know. For what it's worth, we'll be making our way there.
You're sure, in unison, you sure you want to do that?
We have to.
Yeah.
And then they turn around to Rylan now that they've noticed their presence. Hi!
My apologies. This is Rylan, another of our group.
Hi.
And to be fair, these are clearly fraternal twins of the type that if they were the same gender, you would mistake them for identical twins. The guy is Jed. Jazz. Hi.
Hi.
They like bringing the lost in here, don't they? Are you more fun than the other one?
Yes.
Given what I've been told of the other one, I think I've cleared that bar by now.
Okay, cool. Did you want a drink?
I'll have a tea.
What kind?
Darwin is just.
Oh, there's a reference I want to make, but I don't.
Do it and see what happens.
Just tea. I'm kind of okay with anything, really. I just don't. I don't like drink all the time.
Well, I mean, we don't have a problem with the tea part. We serve we serve not alcoholic things. It's just that Jed's gonna break out his collection. He's the biggest tea aficionado. Jed,
I have to share a party with a surprise me cleric. I think I'll be okay.
But he's actually come out with this massive wooden box.
Darwin just steps back and
shuffling through
and kind of shoots Rylan forward just a little and just lets this happen.
Are you more minty, more floral, more fruit? What?
I mean, I like a lot of things. I guess if you have to pin me down, I'm somewhere in between mint and floral.
I know just the thing. Grabs because they come in little bags. You're used to loose leaf, so having tea bags is an interesting thing. This makes it easier, and you don't have to like strain leaves out. And it means you can make it by the cup. Sugar, honey, lemon.
Honey, lemon, no sugar.
Well, I mean, honey is a kind of sugar, but
well,
and clunk. What you've got is this kind of chamomile vanilla apple, you think.
Fuck, that sounds really good right now.
Yeah, I've had the chamomile and vanilla, and I've had apple, but I've never had them combined. That's
there's
apple chamomile before. It's really good.
There's a sleepy time tea that I've got, which is vanilla, chamomile, a little bit of cinnamon, apple, a passiflora. When I struggle to get to sleep, that one really does help. There's another one similar that's like raspberry leaf and that kind of thing. It's a calming sort of a blend.
Yeah, I've had that. The only thing it was missing was the apple, though I do have some cider-ish varieties that I might combine.
This stuff literally tastes like liquid apple pie.
All right,
I will send you a link to it because
please, thank you.
Yeah, so basically what Rylan is getting is liquid apple pie and soothing. This is a soothing drink.
From where I'm standing, it smells divine.
Did you want any?
Please, I would love to try some.
And plunk.
And yeah, pretty much the same reaction. Just shoulders drop, and he's just wow.
And Jazz is
very good.
You see, I told you, yeah, I could sell them, but we're a team, and you don't want to run a market stall. Fair enough. He sells it like a silver a box, and the box has like 50 tea bags in it. So,
and I'm putting down a couple of silver.
Well, to be fair, it puts down one box of of this stuff, and another one that's more if you want something raspberry-ish.
Okay.
Same basic thing, but the raspberry needs to be the slightly stronger flavor to cut the valerian.
Okay. And I will slide them over to Rylan. Go enjoy. Though I'm gonna probably want at least a few of those because that's some good stuff. And I've not had much in the way of tea of quite that variety. So that's pretty awesome.
I can't say I've had much of the same either, but this is wonderful.
Quite.
Jazz is you. If you don't want to make your friend Rylan share, Jed does a selection box. Glaring at her like this is the Enderbees all over again.
Oh, that's the nougat. No.
That was the kitchen witchery kids
Right.
with the cookbooks.
Right.
Then yeah, takes another box, puts it in front of Darwin.
Yeah, all.
And there's actually
I'll overpay as usual because I know these two and I like these two very much. So,
and to be fair, when you're looking at the list of the various ones, it's like there's things in here that each of the party would probably really like. And there's a peach and mango thing that just screams Alice. There's a blueberry-ish one that's very much a clarity thing.
Yeah.
A strawberry vanilla kind of thing that Ava would probably enjoy, and on from there.
Oh yeah, and I'm going through and just putting like the first a letter for each person.
So you're doing what I do with when I'm rolling and when you guys have rolled initiative.
Yeah, basically, and I'm doing that on the various flavors that I want to make a point of going. Try this.
There's a cranberry apple that's very much a hazel kind of thing, and so on so on.
So on and so forth.
And last but certainly not least, the marrieds turn up to Crestwin's Bakery, and funnily enough, this is where the more busy is happening. Mostly on the grounds of this is more of a civilian place to hang out, and this is the lunchtime. But because it's Corey Crestwind, it's effectively dumps people's orders on them and like, I will trust you to pay later. Vaults the counter and hug for Remy.
Hi, Mom.
And then hug for Alice. I mean, it's good to see you. There's a terrible lot going on, and every time there's a terrible lot going on, you end up here. So, how are things?
Good. Apparently, we missed something here.
Oh, you're going to want to talk to your father about that. He made inquiries. He wanted to make sure that whatever it was wasn't going to affect anything you were doing. And in fact, I probably owe him a carrot cake now. There may have been something of a wager.
Yeah, well, we're stocking up.
Then leans up. Amel, I owe you a carrot cake. Oh, good, they're here. And out he comes. Right. I'm guessing you're going to want to ask some questions about out there.
Yeah. We weren't expecting the city to be so quiet.
Apparently, there were rumors that either there was a very big push or a complete decimation of our forces. Neither's true. What actually happened is that the scouts that they had discovered that the problem was in the south was wider ranging than anyone thought, and the mercenary companies were being spread too thin. So beyond the couple who are currently keeping Anbir in some kind of guard having status and our own streets being guarded, everyone else has moved in. They're trying to work together as much as possible, but you know how difficult that can be depending on the mercenary companies. Right now, all I know is that most of the scout companies are going out for significant information gathering. There is, however, one other mercenary team. They did not go south. This particular scout group went north. Cragvere is fine for most metal ores, but some of the better seams end up in Cragvere. There are normally free passage treaties for some areas. Those apparently were not being honored. So the scouts were supposed to go in for a day expedition. They teleported there, and they were supposed to teleport back. They haven't yet. Apparently, part of this was looking into Boomtown moved, and the Aembuck Cragvere border was more or less unguarded. Apparently, that was not the best of moves, but without hearing from that scout group in question, I couldn't tell you what's happening with that right now. I'm taking it some of that has something to do with you.
Yeah, we were underground.
Yeah,
That definitely
we're
seems
heading
past.
in the direction of Cragvere, yes. Well, I'm fairly sure that Jarl Fortinbras would pay exceptionally well for information about Cragvere and the fate of his scout group.
We didn't see any signs of. Right? We didn't see any signs of.
No, but we
Mercenaries?
weren't at the Cragvere border yet.
Right. Okay. Well, we didn't see any signs of mercenaries, but we didn't get that far out.
And when were they sent? A couple of days ago. Hence the worry. They were supposed to be quick in and out. To be fair, though, one thing that Jarl Fortinbras might want to know something about, but we don't have time to stop and tell him. There's some Tiamat worshipping kobolds hanging out in a drow city, pretty close to the Aembuck Cragvere border, on the Aembuck side. We should have. I mean, Vievelet knows we did explain to her to a point, but it might be worth if you maybe double check that she spread the word to the rest of her siblings. You can take the fee on that one. I just want to make sure that particularly Calatiel has some idea that there's some kobolds he doesn't want living anywhere near. We may have to ask about that anyway. That might be where those kobolds got that elemental slop. But yeah, we're mostly in to say hi, ask questions now that we see what's happening out here. Little bit of shopping. How bad is that gonna be? If you're looking for hi Pim Pim. If you're looking for weapons, ammunition, armor, you're out of luck, frankly. Everything was picked pretty clean. Yeah, Corey, who's been listening but not adding to anything, is basically turns up with large bag. I know you're in a hurry, but I am your mother and I'm going to feed you.
I was about to ask, what about cookies?
Oh, there's more than just cookies in there, but obviously there are some chocolate chip cookies because I know they're your favorite. But
Thank you.
if there's going to be this level of traveling, then you're going to need snacks.
Yes.
My love to everyone else.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm taking you don't have time to stay for dinner. We wish we did, but no. We have a couple of other places to get to, and we're going straight on to Cragvere, especially after hearing this. Some nonsense is going on, but gives Corey another hug. Thanks. And I'm figuring you meet at the Bravo's Boast. It's a good landmark for y'all, and it gives Darvin and Rylan the time to linger over their tea. So you guys see a nearly empty Bravo's Boast with these two sitting at a table with mugs, steaming mugs
And boxes.
and boxes.
Because I don't think Ryland's got a bag of.
Yes, he does.
I do.
Yes, they do.
Oh, you do.
They
Did you-
do,
I do,
but I
yeah.
figure that Darvin probably hasn't necessarily thought to put them in there, just on the grounds that he's still looking at the list.
So yeah, true.
How many
So-
bags of holding do we have at this point?
2?
Well, Cherie has
3.
one, Hazel has
Missing
one,
Cherie.
Rylan has one.
Okay, 3. I was missing
Didn't
one
Alice
of
have
them.
one? What am I misremembering?
Yeah, she did actually pick one up. Basically, I don't care because I just don't want to have to deal with fucking encumbrance rules, okay?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
However
That's
many
very
is
valid.
convenient to the bit.
That's very
There you
valid.
go. That's like that's like trying to determine whether or not it's a full moon. If it is it good for the narrative, fine. Yeah.
I mean,
Oops, all
effectively,
bags of
yes.
clothing.
And it's one of those situations wherein even bags of holding have a limit.
Mhm.
So why not have multiple? I
This is
don't
true.
care. This is not what I'm here for. I'm not here for micromanaging. If I was
Right,
gonna
exactly.
if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna play like 2 Point Hospital or something.
Mm.
So yes, y'all turn up with. Funnily enough, it's probably Rylan and Darvin who look the most relaxed at this point.
Hey, look up. Oh, bugger! I ruined the surprise.
I
What
mean,
you
we
got
don't know
there?
what it is you're looking at, but
What is that?
Teas, lots and lots of different teas, and I've got some
Mm.
specifically earmarked for y'all. Like, so if you see one with your initial, that's one I
Aw.
definitely want you to try.
Aw.
okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you. Second of all, who made these?
Any points?
Oh, hey, one of your favorite bartenders also makes tea, Hazel.
So I'm trying to resist the urge to ambush them because I know doing that right now would be bad plan.
Alice is actually leading and looking at the bits that Darwin's marked. So he actually makes a cranberry apple tea.
Or at least has one, yeah. I don't know if he makes these, but he's the way I got him from.
Actually, Jazz did say he makes them.
Sorry, I must have missed that in the conversation out of character. Sorry, my head's kind of all over the place.
It probably wasn't directly said, but the implication is that he'd be running a market stall selling them, so they must be his.
Oh,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, no, yeah, there was, it wasn't said that it wasn't said specifically that he makes them, but there was mention of they could be sold but he didn't want to be running a market stall so, yeah.
So it's a Wonder Twins powers activate kind of a situation.
Something like that, yes. And the vanilla chamomile apple basically tastes like an apple pie was amazing. So I've been lingering over the last little bit of it because wow. And yes, we got a bunch because it
How's
was
that
too
one
good not to.
How does that one smell so good?
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, we
we
probably have time for the rest of us to have tea because I think everybody got some flavor of gossip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like there are things afoot.
We'll get to have both kinds of tea then.
Nice. Yes, exactly that.
Once again, Rylan is somehow the magic 8-ball elf.
Oh no,
Alice just takes the list. I'm gonna
If I have
get
enough money for it, I'm getting that stupid shirt at Christmas.
Alice just grabs the list. I'm just gonna get everybody a cup of tea of the ones that you.
I noted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, since we're going to be here for a little bit, she looks to Alice and Darvin. The book Bow and Dragon, they're missing entertainment and they need some bards to play just for, to liven the place up a bit. And they wanted a little bit of a heads up if you guys were interested in performing today.
We have time, but I don't think we do.
Have to be a pretty short set, but I guess
Yeah.
if we drink this if we drink the tea while we're having the conversation, that'll give them time to spread the word. I mean, I'm cool. You play, I sing.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We'll have a quick discussion about a set list, but can't be very long. But if you want to let them know while I get tea.
And she runs off.
Yeah. The to speed that along, the response that you get to this is excessive gratitude. And yeah, by the time you get back, there is tea.
Yay.
All hail the power of tea.
So, I don't know who wants to.
You're already talking. Talk.
Okay. The big, not big push of some sort. I guess that's to the Southern Lands. That's really all I got. But there also does seem to be something afoot in Cragvere or on the border. So that was worrisome. And when I mentioned we were heading to Cragvere, they specifically asked, "Are we sure we want to do that?" So that's rather telling.
Well, keep in mind, while they do serve mercenaries, they are still civilians.
Fair. But also apparently a party went. It was supposed to be quick in and out, but they haven't out yet, so that's worrisome. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I got.
Yeah, Alice glances over at Remy.
Yeah, apparently they found a significantly more enemies to the south, which thus requires more reinforcements. But one company was sent north to scout Cragvere, and they haven't been able to teleport back yet, and it's getting long enough to the point that there's concern.
I have a nasty feeling about what happened there. Because they'd have had to go through that kobold.
Well, they probably wouldn't have. They might not have had to go through that kobold.
I suppose if they teleported, maybe not. Yeah.
I mean, if they were using some other landmark to teleport, one that we haven't seen yet, or if they were using that Boomtown place before it moved.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Boomtown moved.
No, we didn't know that one. We had heard that. I don't remember where off the top of my head, but we had heard that.
Yeah, and we suspected that the mercenaries would have been sent to the Southern Lands. So I guess that just confirms it.
Yeah, but the reason for it is not better than we thought, not worse than we thought, but a secret third thing.
Yeah.
Which is still yikes.
Yeah, it sounded like it's not so much a a stronger oomph as it is more. It's not so much like that. It's more we got to go like this
Mm.
to the southern lands at this point, which is its own
Issue, yeah.
concerning bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like they thought they were on cleanup duty, and then recently discovered, wait, no, there's a lot more here. Let's bring everybody.
Mm.
So it's not the every decade or so clean out of the southern lands, things are getting active. Really active.
More active.
yeah,
Mhm.
and across a much bigger area, which is yikes.
Sorry, Pim Pim being Pim Pim. And also holds up the bag of baked goods before stuffing it back.
Of course.
Courtesy of
Aw.
Corey and Mel.
Aw,
They
That
say
seems
hi.
like an inevitability now.
your parents are so sweet.
Yeah, apparently it's not just Ree's favorites, but I didn't take a big old look, but I hope they go well with the 'cause I went all out on trail rations, and actually I'm curious. Barnabas holds out. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but do you know cabanas? Little thin air dried sausage things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, holds out a whole bunch of those.
Excellent choice.
I have mild, regular, and extra spicy. Guess who's getting the extra spicy? That isn't me.
So it's kind of like sausage jerky.
Sort of. It's not dry, but it's look it up sometime. It's I used to love them when I was a kid, and I love them now.
Mhm.
So, did we get anything that contradicts any of the gossip we've already heard?
Not on my end.
And how'd the shopping go?
Everywhere's pretty cleaned out. I managed to get a fairly basic bow, so that will have to do for now. I got a few ice arrows.
Yeah, if you need anything in bulk, you ain't finding it here.
Mm-mm.
At least not anything that mercenaries would generally go for.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did find out something interesting. The dwarven proprietor of the Book Bow and Dragon, I believe his name is Gondrin. He's he and Molly Cathay, I think, are teaming up to try to find some specialized alloys for our certain blacksmithing friend.
Oh.
Interesting.
If anyone is concerned about Miss Cathay's education, I believe that the Calatiel grant does allow for course credit for this sort of thing.
That's good.
Nice.
But it also means that it's actually very good that you got that information, because it does mean that if we have a chance while we are in Cragvere, and possibly a few questions asked when we're in Egref, we might see about picking up some ores.
Hmm.
I know none of us are miners, but there's a lot of mining going on in both places, so particularly if Cragvere is having problems, I think the occasional Shanghaiing of things might be to everyone's benefit, except for the, pardon me, but assholes who are causing problems.
Hmm.
Although that might mean we need to give clarity temporary custody of a bag of holding because we might want to do that stealthily. And most of us that carry bags of holding aren't overly. Not to that degree, anyhow. Then again, I think out of everyone, the only one who beats you on stealth is Woofles.
Woofles, my nemesis.
Babe.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Well, he would probably be your nemesis if he wasn't so much fun to pet.
That's very true.
Just glad we got to hit the silly button a few times before going back face first into the stupid.
Okay.
I'm sitting right here. Sorry, I had to hit the button a couple more times.
Yeah, at which point Alice A has slid. It is actual staff paper. It is her handwriting is not great, but it's good enough when writing sheet music. You don't know that one, but you might want to have a look through through it because I think that'd be a good one. And yeah, it's jaunty and it sounds a little like something that she might have got from the Moscow settlement, and
he's as he scans through, he's already doing the fingering a little bit and figuring out placement.
yeah, because you realize when doing that you're gonna have to hold it more fiddle than viol, but
Yep.
not really a hardship for you.
No, I'll just have to adjust the strings a tiny bit.
Yeah, and basically, she suggests a couple that you know and are generally fond of, but because she's from Equitas, she's introducing you to a few songs that didn't make it to Baronsphere. So there's cheerful Moscow sea shanty. There's this one that's apparently from Ambier that's it's kind of romantic. It's one that you would probably sing to unintended. But we will leave very much on that note, where
Okay.
the half an hour or so given to get a clientele has got a clientele. Because apparently they haven't had bardic entertainment in a while. The place is packed to the rafters, even for a short set.
Oh boy.
And yeah, Darvin gets to. Let's see. I'm gonna save you. I'm going to roll the performance check with advantage. Yeah, it's always that die. Yeah, you do phenomenally, even with the new music. Although you did have to kind of interestingly arrange a table and a couple of menu holders to hold the sheet music, because you're not going to memorize things that fast. But
No.
it's one of those ones where it's like, particularly the sea shanty, it's like, I gotta practice that. I love this one because
It's that one especially because I know a few from Star Coast, but this
Yeah.
is a whole different flavor. So
Yeah.
it's fascinating.
Well,
so that one really is like,
and with the lyrics, you're getting it's not just a sea shanty; it's a courier's shanty. So it's somebody who travels between all the local Moscow settlements. So each verse explains some silly happenstance that could only happen in one specific Moscow settlement. So you're learning a whole bunch of that, and it's like Star Coast sea shanties was more get to work, you lazy sluggards kind of sea shanty.
Yeah, keep the rhythm up and
Yeah.
keep moving and
But this one doesn't lean so heavily on that. It's we are enjoying this, and the sea has a rhythm all its own kind of a situation. Because again, the Moskoi are very much more in tune with the sea. Star Coast people just want to get the work done. So kind of like the most cheerful version of Barrett's privateers ever. And yeah, by the end of it, you two definitely get your cut of the of the boxes of the tip boxes, and there's a lot of gold in those tip boxes. Clarity gets a small amount of that for finder's fee. And since we are at about the breaking hour, when we come back, we'll hit Egref briefly for a report to Professor August and seeing if we can find at the very least a potion of fire giant strength, and then to Ryland's settlement to see if potions of fire resistance are a thing, and maybe see if there's a better bow for Ava, maybe. In either way, also finding out whether Hazel's aunt is still behind bars. So we'll see you in a few minutes. And we're back, heading in the direction of, at this point, Agraf, with at least 3 of us, with our purses slightly heavier than they were when we started. And yeah, the Conundrum Pavilion, when you end up in that particular teleportation circle, is a lot going on in it, basically. Barnabas will probably be very interested because a lot of it all seems to be, if you look hard enough, chess. Except it's not chess at chessboards. It is people standing as
Oh no.
It's basically chess plus boffer LARP.
Plus what?
Boffer LARP. It's what they call it when you're carrying foam rubber weapons and
it's the sound it makes when you hit things.
Boff, yes. So yeah, you're currently watching somebody dressed up as a bishop walloping holy hell out of somebody you presume is a pawn on one side.
Oh.
They have actual horses for the rooks. For the knights, rather. So you've got... It's a whole thing, apparently. Sure he is, It's chess night.
Barnabas is like, so are they following chess rules with captures, or do you actually have to win the fight?
Sure he is, the latter, actually. They say it makes it more interesting. And each individual player does not make the move points, because there is somebody sitting in... One person on each side sitting in the folding chair. So yeah, it's kind of rook to a3. It floats above the general din, and then wop 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 wop.
It's fun.
Definitely interesting.
I'll get you the rule book, darling.
Thank you. Barnabas sort of looks at the rest of you. You can just kind of see in his head, like, we would kind of clean house depending on the rules.
Yes, and Sheree does while you're walking in the direction of the academy explain things like, those participating, you basically choose what piece you play according to your skill set. So, I'm going to say in this case, since you don't really have bishops, they're going to be wizards. Because the hats. The rooks probably, because masonry is probably a little bit much to cosplay as. So those are just going to be paladins with tower shields.
Okay.
And pawns are just fighters. Just. King and queen is anybody's game, frankly. There's a limit to how many of your own abilities you can bring into the game, and they have to be translatable to a less lethal type. For instance, for, say, magic missile, you get a little foam ball.
Mhm. Okay. All right.
They're still trying to work out ranged.
Yeah, that
can
could be a
play.
little.
Yeah, there's not really any positions that do ranged.
Well, that's the whole thing. They're trying. Basically, there's two leagues. One league does not do any kind of ranged beyond. You're standing in front of me.
Right.
Have a magic missile. But there's a secondary league that allows for attacking someone in a square you're not about to enter into. There's a whole secondary list of rules about that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to study that. Just that's interesting.
We have places to be, but we can definitely stop by a bookstore. By this time, on academy grounds, and this must be the junior league chess teams, because the lawn has got practice versions of what you were seeing at the Conundrum Pavilion. Unfortunately, they've had to call game on one of them because one kid is jamming her opponent's, basically ramming her opponent's head into the turf. The hilarious part.
Want to know what resulted in that?
The hilarious part is that she is a halfling and she is literally on top of a half orc. Wham!
I think that might be a
Just
foul.
jumping up and down on the back of his head.
No, she's literally just one arm, and is still
Oh my
pressing
God.
him into the turf when referees start calling foul. At which point the yelling starts to happen that implies that the half orc was apparently plagiarized something of hers, and it starts getting into screamy.
Oh boy.
We should go.
I mean, you're already moving. It's just you're going to be hearing this for a ways because they're starting to get loud. Besides, the initial bit was a bit like a train wreck.
Plagiarizing, I'm with her.
And so, yeah, you know where Natalie August's office is, and Steele is in the antechamber looking up and going, further problems. Usually you represent further problems.
Yeah,
That's
What-
fair.
I guess.
What is on the menu for further problems today? the kobolds. You're
Right. Yes. We came across on our way to Cragvere a kobold settlement that had basically taken over a city, if I remember right.
ancient drow city.
Right, ancient drow city, yes. And it had
Cherie pulls out the bottle of the looks at you all. I will be kind and I will inform Professor August of this.
thank you.
You will wish to be very far away when she hears of it. Unless
How
you
far is
wish
very far.
at the very least out of sight and out of hearing range, unless you wish to be on the ceiling. Or possibly in the ceiling. Do you wish to be in the ceiling?
Nope.
not.
Have a pleasant
No,
day.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Darwin just started scoot, and
Yeah.
back.
Are we out of range before reality starts bending in that general location?
I'm gonna say that Hoffling sounds something like Russian, and that is the level of swearing you are getting.
Oh
So I
boy.
just hear like the trailing end of it.
No, you hear the beginning of it.
Well, I mean, as we leave range is what I mean by trailing end.
Well, depending on how many idioms you want to learn, yes.
Just oh boy.
She wasn't kidding.
Yeah, let's get out of range before that entire building starts flying.
I didn't think you could do that with a kobold.
You'd be surprised what that language could tell you to do.
Well, I'm gonna keep moving because
Yeah, I'm assuming you're
if it gets any worse,
moving.
this helm's
in-
gonna start melting.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you're moving in the direction of interesting potions because we are still looking for at
Right,
least
yes.
one potion of fire giant strength.
Correct.
Yeah, it does. I think I'm gonna ask everybody for a perception check just because it gives a higher chance of success.
19.
I am not perceptive. I'm still wincing, apparently.
Well, you're actually thinking about how to best translate those into common.
Fair.
Total.
What the
Holy
fuck?
Hazel.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, while Rylan and Hazel probably come to this conclusion at about the same time, Alice in that general vein, but did not want to speak it into truth. The main place you're going to find something like that is probably Izat Lane. And Hazel wanted some more of the green capped spicy stuff anyway. So it's got to be Izat Lane.
Is that land time? Is that land time?
Okay, so it wasn't just me thinking that. All right, good.
Oh boy.
Look, I need more stuff. Very specific stuff. Stuff with a green cap.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Of course, that does mean Alice says, like, I kind of want to look at this place too. So yeah, everybody goes in. Even Hazel, and the first reaction is to sneeze.
So that's for everybody, me included.
Yeah, I mean it's more just the concentration of.
Ha!
It's not.
Wait.
And yeah, little handkerchiefs wind up out of thin air and suspending themselves in front of you. Darvin's used to.
Beautiful. No notes.
You are peed too hard.
Yeah, Darvin's used to this. Darvin's been here before, but I can see Darvin forgetting to warn people until Chain sneezes. At which point the elderly halfling who runs the place apparently steps off footstool because disappears under the counter. The door opens in the counter and Hazel gets hugs because this is a great uncle on the quick flight side.
Hello.
Hello.
Before we get into any of the actual reason we're here, are you going to be anywhere near the academy grounds, specifically where Professor August is based?
Probably not. No.
Okay, good, because I was going to warn you to not go there anytime soon.
No, you see, I cannot do this because I am not going anywhere today because I live upstairs and is quick flight taco night.
What?
I have the various floors upstairs and is tacos of all kinds and all spicinesses.
Oh my!
Even if we're and Alice says, even if we're overnighting at the Wood Elf settlement, we still have to eat dinner. You think they'd mind guests? Yes, you come. You're a quick flight. You must come. And they're family to you, so they come.
Thank you. There's like a very clearly restrained bit of squee warbling into that.
Now, I am Dmitri, by the way. I know you probably don't have names for all of the quick flights here. And I have a thing that I think you will like. Back behind the counter. Rummage, clatter. Pat. Punk. Thwap. Oh, opens up this little wax paper packet. It's jerky of some kind. And basically everybody except Hazel and Alice A need to back up a couple of steps.
Oh boy.
It's another bag of aura.
Not a bag, just a wrapped up piece of aura.
Oh, that's strong.
Ah.
What is that?
This is.
Oh wow, you can taste it from all the way over there. That's cool.
This is Boulder Bear jerky.
Wait, somebody made those things into jerky?
Yes, the only way you can make them into jerky is if you treat them with certain extracts from the peppers. You see.
Oh, that explains it.
This explains so much.
That's definitely very Hazel coded.
Who figured that out?
Quick flight coded, clearly.
Alice A is just like munch.
Yeah, also gonna try one now that the opportunity has presented itself.
This is so tasty.
Yeah, Cleric 404, food coma activated.
You need to save the food coma for the tacos.
That starts to happen anytime I have something this good.
As boulder bears are a delicacy, but I am the only person in Cobraval who can make the jerky.
Oh.
But it's only the strong of taste bud who can eat the jerky.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just going to assume that Hazel gets her various bits and pieces. Is very much told her money is no good here.
Uh-oh.
And then on to given now Hazel is in food coma, I'm going to say it's Rylan who notes, well, this is a potion shop. It doesn't look like it's on fire. And there's a 25% off sale sign in the window. Alice says, what you thinking?
I mean, this is a potion shop, and there was a sale sign in the window. And the building isn't on fire.
And it's not like bleeding mushroom or anything.
Yeah.
Mushroom or marshmallow or whatever, so we check it out?
That's what I was gonna do.
Yep. Go in, you're not sure because it's hard with elves, but this one seems a little young to be running a shop. But the shop is clean, well stocked, possibly too well stocked, and well organized. And oh, hello, can I help you?
Hi. We're on the look for a very specific
Potion of fire giant strength.
fire giant. That's the word I was missing. A potion of if you have one of fire giant strength.
He reaches under the table. Whap! Big ass binder. You know, one of those 3-ring binders that, and you stuff too much in them and they start expanding. It's like that. You're talking about, those of you who are old enough to remember this. You're looking at Yellow Pages print of.
Good God, I'm familiar with those.
Yikes! That's a lot of potions.
Like the New York City Yellow Pages too, which is itself this
Yeah.
big.
You mean the brick?
The brick,
white pages
yes.
on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
You are in
Now
luck.
imagine carrying that up 6 flights. That was fun, let me tell you.
Oh boy.
I bet.
You are in luck. I have one of these. I should flag up to you that the reason that I have all of these and the reason that this is sale sign is that I made it my business to sell the working spells from the academy students.
Cool.
Fire giant strength was not very much on the curriculum last semester, which is why I only have the one.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I have 30 potions of water breathing. They were focusing on these. But only one of fire giant strength. Is there anything else you are looking at?
Were there any others we needed? I'm trying to.
Well, they were going to ask about potions of fire resistance, but that was going to be at your you're going to at least try to ask at your settlement, but it might not be a bad idea to get a couple just in case.
Oh, probably as a safety thing, fire resistance potions if you have them.
I have 3.
Perfect.
Does anybody want potions to speak with animals? I had to create the potions to speak with animals.
I can just do that though.
True.
I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? I'll take a couple.
Same.
Never hurts to have a few on hand.
Okay, you know what? How many potions are in a crate?
60.
Hey, wow.
That's a lot of.
Ah,
Give Darwin a sidelong look.
Look,
At the same time, wood elves do trade more than coin, if I'm remembering right. And wouldn't it be great to have a few more people who can speak with animals if they want to, say, use the local wildlife as scouts?
That's true.
exactly.
Good
Let's
point.
get like 2 crates.
how do we
Well,
can
they
we
have to
transport
crate.
that?
We
Bag of
have
holding.
bags of holding.
Alice holds up her bag of holding. Shree holds up her bag of holding.
Okay. Well, I don't remember how much we have in some of these, so I'm asking the question just in case.
And Alice and Shree, more or less in unison, some of us clear ours out.
And all mine contains is food.
Duly noted. Well, I'll spring. I'll spring for both crates.
And again, it's not enough to make much of a dent for you guys, particularly since they are on sale. And she finally gets to pull one
Get rid of
sheet
them.
of paper out of her binder.
Entire 2 blocks.
I'm gonna hand Fate a thing. What about? I don't have greater potions of healing. You said somebody from Belarys asking for everything of that I had, but I have regular ones. And to demonstrate how many, like, it's like 5 crates of the fuckers.
Holy
And that's 60 crates of 60 as well.
Each, yeah.
Oh no, the crates of the healing potions. There's more volume of liquid to the healing potions, so there's only 30 per crate.
Okay. I mean,
Rylan, do you think they could use your?
oh,
your
that's a good
settlement
point.
use them?
Yeah,
Out of character, Christ, yes.
Gods, yes.
that's a great idea.
Particularly
we go.
given that the ground in that area is probably getting somewhat tainted at this point. They probably can't make more. They don't have the materials.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Anything else, Rylan, you can think of that they might need? Let's go ahead and get for them. I mean, we have the opportunity. It would be.
Healing,
We
the
would be
healing
poor friends if we
potions,
didn't.
Here's
the animals.
here's one, because Rylan is moderately intelligent. You live high in the trees, and people are shooting at you. Potions of featherfall.
Oh yeah.
Do they have
yeah.
that? Because that's
Good
the thing.
question.
You know that something to make them fall less would be great, and you know there's a spell called featherfall, but can you do that with a potion? That you don't.
Do they make potions of featherfall spells? Like feather falling?
I have so many of these. This is Journeyman Alchemy Project.
How many individuals get launched out of tall buildings here?
Yes.
Yes.
Case in point.
Same reason why I want them, just trees instead of buildings.
Yeah,
potions of
Clarity would be more
self-healing.
thinking of this one. Clarity and Barnabas. You remember that they were setting various bits of the. Well, I mean, that's the thing. They're running out of fire resistance potions, and you guys need those. But big question is, what else might? Actually, both of you roll me intelligence checks. See if you can see what things you might be able to ponder, or Arcana if Clarity wants to do that instead. No, Barnabas.
Yeah.
Barnabas is side-eyeing of the magics.
Ah, what the heck?
Yeah, you're thinking fire resistance. Oh, but we need those. I don't. There's no real black shit resistance potions.
Mm.
But there could be. I mean, Drow probably use a lot of poisons.
Yeah, antidotes of some sort.
Maybe
Poison resistance.
maybe poison resistance or antidotes for poison.
Poison resistance. We only have about a crate of these. Antidotes. We have some with healing, and we have some without healing.
With healing, I mean, they.
I'll say is go with both.
I would have
Yeah,
said
this is a
go with
both
both,
situation.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm remembering back to when we were there and we were getting shot at.
Yeah, it was mostly fire arrows. It was fire
Yeah.
arrows for you guys for the most part.
And so I'm thinking, okay, well, obviously fire resistance we do need, but is there anything that makes
If they
people
get
hardier to arrows or less likely to
I
be
was
hit?
gonna say, if they get shot at a lot, would stone skin potions be an idea?
That's the thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or like just anything that would make them harder to hurt or
Right, something like
harder to
that.
hit.
I
don't know what you can do in potions for that. So
not so much. No. Unfortunately, at least I imagine somebody can do potions of stone skin, but this is student work, and mostly when they try to give you stone skin, they wind up turning you into a stone golem.
Oh God, not again.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Alice says you probably can't do it here, but is there any place that does? I mean, did your academy people ever have a journeyman project of creating infinite water jugs?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I hadn't gotten there yet in my head, but that actually is one direction my brain started going in. I just hadn't got there in so many words.
Well, 2 doors down is the knickknackery. Is full of student projects.
Sounds fun.
You will see an umbrella stand. But to be fair, I think it's only Barnabas and Remy who actually know what an umbrella is. You will want to take one, and you will want to be prepared to be using it as a shield. I am simply saying.
Gotcha.
But yes, I think there might still be some from a few years ago. I seem to remember they were doing water fights with them the year I graduated, so.
Well, worth asking at any rate.
Yeah, I think that's about all you guys can do potion-wise from...
Mm.
I mean, you're hoping
It's already not bad.
Yeah, you're hoping that the fire resistance flowers are being guarded by the Marsh Witch. So I'm assuming pay up and tuck everything into bags of holding.
Mm-hmm.
We'll store everything in the surreal estate when we get there. We probably have about the time to stop off at this knickknackery, then to Hazel's relatives for taco night, and then the settlement to ask some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Given what they're saying about a lot of student projects in there, I think I am going. No, the problem is if I wait out there, somebody might want feathers. But if I wait in there, somebody might want feathers. You know what? I'm gonna wait out here and disguise self without the wings.
Fair enough.
Good idea.
I just don't want to bump anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good
That's
idea.
fair.
But yeah, there is an umbrella stand. Please take one. And they're those ones that sort of make a little bubble. Barnabas just fits in the bubble and has to hold it kind of high because of the horns.
Mhm.
Assuming he actually wants to go in there. I was assuming because you haven't said otherwise.
No, he'll definitely go in there and he'll definitely grab an umbrella because, yeah, if you're told to use one, you want to use one.
You don't want to be in the splash zone.
Correct.
Okay, who is going in first? Okay. Clarity is going to have to make me a dex save.
Oh boy.
Where are you?
Causes a natural 20.
I mean, thankfully, all you really have to do is scrunch so that the umbrella entirely covers everything. But something flew in the general direction of your face, and when you look at it, it's to be fair, first I've never went in for the ninja stars. So you don't know what it is, except it's shiny and pretty and kind of lethal.
Ooh,
What
At
the
which point,
else?
sorry, I should put up a sign when I am experimenting with projects. I will put it away. Come in.
it's okay. I don't think they're decapitating anybody today.
I mean, it would have bounced off the if I did the umbrella enchantments right, it would have bounced off anyway. But it's still probably a little uncomfortable for something to be coming at your face. Yeah, this looks like... You know those vintage shops? It's a cross between a vintage shop, charity shop, and weirdest magic paraphernalia. There is in fact a clothes rack. Not very many items on it, but some of them look particularly gaudy and you don't know what they do and are kind of afraid to find out. There is a terrarium. The plant in it appears to be growing not so much flowers, but little skulls. The skulls are not humanoid ones.
The hell?
This place is awesome.
Yeah, there's
That
things.
looks like something came out of the Mobius twins' everything.
Don't eat
There is a sort of living plushie that kind of looks like a cross between a Komodo dragon and a kangaroo. Lackadaisically hopping on its shelf. This is This is where weird ass projects go to die. Yeah, like I say, you have Gnome, somewhat along the older. He's clearly not up for dusting much. How can I help you?
We were looking for infinite water jugs, but also I am looking for fun things.
Please define for me your version of fun. I understand that it is varied, the concept of fun.
Useful, but also silly.
Heads into the back, comes out with, you know those boutonniere flowers that squirt water.
Ah,
Okay, don't point this at your face. This is the chromatic joke boutonniere. Once a day, it will launch either fire, ice, lightning, acid, poison. In a cone of about 10 feet. It only works once per day, and I don't know how many uses it has. We didn't.
That's alarming.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're going to be relying on it in a combat situation anyway.
Yeah, fair point.
Certainly silly.
So I don't know. It might burn out next month. I don't know.
How much?
10 gold.
Done. Put that in my inventory.
If you want something that is a little less lethal, we also have the glitter earrings.
Sorry, the what?
Holds them up. You put these on, you sparkle.
That sounds like entirely 400% whimsy. Babe, I think that's required.
Maybe on my off hours, because the glittering kind of doesn't work with my don't get noticed vibe.
True, true. But as you said, off hours.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, it is slightly junky. I have. Goes back into the back, comes out with. There's only 3 of these. They look a bit like Apple Watches.
What the?
They don't receive, but you tap the face of them, and you can say up to 20 words to any other person who is attuned to the thing.
so they don't have to be wearing it to be.
No, you have
attuned
to
it?
be.
Ah.
If you see, here's the thing. Anybody you want to be able to yell at through them, you get them to touch the thing for 15 seconds.
Right.
And they won't be able to answer you back, even if they are wearing one of these, because these are only one-way things.
One way.
But they will let you yell a thing. These were confiscated because they were being used to cheat at buffer chess.
So they're
Could be useful
sending
for-
stones, but weird.
They are they're announcement bracelets.
I mean,
Some people just call them the panic buttons because you press it and you yell.
So you have to yell.
Not necessarily, but everybody using them does.
All right.
Honestly, knowing us, we could probably use all of them.
I mean, I can
Yes.
definitely see it being useful. Yeah.
Question.
like them.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, question is, which of us is gonna wear them? But we'll decide that another time.
Mhm.
And while we're back, can we get back to the regular topic at hand, please? Oh, yes. I has 4 of the infinite water jugs. Everything else from that particular thing either went to Belarys for the mercenaries or was uh, confiscated by campus security. Mostly because somebody hacked the magical signature, and instead of fountaining water, it was fountaining mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Gooey.
That's horrific, but it's still funny. Why is it both?
Because Agraf is like this.
I thought it would be ale or something like that.
Well, no, it was being used in a water fight.
Oh god, that must have gotten so messy.
That was kind of the point. I think
Yeah.
one of their opponent was attempting squid ink, and that went a little
Ooh.
wrong.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I can see that.
On the other hand, it turned into an ever refilling ink pot, and one favorite there. Oops, but it went okay in the end. Competition for the students. So clunk.
Oops, but it went okay.
Do you Ryan, do you think 1 jug is enough, or should we get?
Sure he is. I'm personally getting all 4 because there's
Yeah.
4 sides to any.
Yeah.
And it's spread out, so we can't
Right.
just have one for one spot. As I remember, multiple parts of that of the settlement were needing to be put out.
Mm.
We will take all the things that you showed us today. We're taking them.
Baby, come here.
I can throw in bits as a gift with purchase. Brings out the Komodo dragon kangaroo plushie.
Amazing.
His name is Bits,
Bits.
because that's what he is made of. Bits.
Aw.
It's kind of adorable.
And it is the most awkward Frankensteinian Island of Dr. Moreau bullshit you've ever seen. But because it's plushy, it's also
kind of cute.
yeah, it's kind of yeah. Again, it's take a Pokemon, make it Island of Dr. Moreau, and from there make it to plushie.
That is terrifying, but hilarious.
Yeah.
Squish.
Yeah. It does the kind of rabbit kick, which is apparently more like cat making biscuits than anything else. Yes, when you guys come out, Alice has small crate, wine bottles. We're not going to taco night without bringing something.
Mm.
Good point.
Thank you for finding those.
Yes,
How many
and
announcement bracelets were there?
3.
Okay.
We will discuss who wears them at some other time. I imagine that they're going to ask Alice to wear one because she's the one who's normally scouting on ahead.
Makes sense, yes.
But we'll deal with that after Yeah, a house full of halflings. Basically, it's a house full of twillies in the near we're getting cookery done. A couple of them divest Alice of the wine. Thank you, Nirm. It's kind of like being with the kobolds for potluck all over again.
Mm.
How well am I tracking what's going on?
It takes you a minute because it's like you have to kind of extrapolate Twilly to the power of oh dear gods.
Really to the power of yes.
But you can fit into it reasonably well and are in fact fall right into helping bring bowls of various fillings, toppings, and dips to because it really is just they've turned the dining table and every other flat piece of furniture into DIY taco bar. And this little halfling girl, maybe 6 or 7, is putting little signs on some of them, in crayon. Very spicy. Eat at own risk. It's because we have guests. Pads up to Hazel. Holds that little hand. I am Hazel Quickflight. I hear I am named after you.
Yeah, not if it's handshake, and then if allowed, hug.
Yeah. She's like, see, I go for handshake first because I understand that sometimes people who are not from here are not as tactile.
Hmm.
I like your bow.
Yeah, that's thanks to
Auntie
thanks to
Twilly. Auntie Twilly,
Yep.
I hear. I'm going to ask if I can have a bow or if I need to be older for it.
That's adorable. I'm fairly certain the bows are they don't have an age requirement.
Well, I did not know. It could be an adventurer thing.
In this case, wasn't an adventurer thing, it was more an adventurer's origin story sort of thing. And
Okay.
that's everything you do before you do adventuring.
Okay. I'm going to show you to the spiciest salsa and the tortilla chips now.
Please do.
Yeah, they've put that particular salsa verde way over there because it hasn't arrived. But
I'm gonna try it before I start flailing at Alice.
Yeah, there's some diehard quick flights kind of coalescing around the bowl. And yeah, this is layers of spicy and generally glorious.
Alice, Clarity, get over here.
Clarity might have an issue with this one.
Might be a little strong for you, babe, but
if you're eating it, con save with advantage.
yeah, I think still should try.
Yes, anding. Con save advantage.
Too bad.
It's probably a little out of your comfort zone, but it's one of those things where if I get some sour cream, because it's really good and I can mostly take it, but maybe just a little much.
Okay, right?
It's good
You're
though.
okay, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Barnabas will try it.
You do not get the advantage.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You do not get the advantage. Yeah, you don't need the sour cream quite as badly, but it is still whoo.
As good.
Woo.
My sinuses are clear.
Meantime, Rylan is being shown the various non-meat options, because there are multiple options. I mean, there's beans, there's mushrooms. There's something they assure that looks like minced beef, but they assure you isn't. So basically, they have corn.
A little bit of probably that last one, honestly.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if you've actually had enough minced beef to know, but it's texturally really interesting and it tastes really good. So.
Oh, this is quite nice.
It is a shame that Cousin Hazel spends most of her time in the grocery stores at the cookie aisle, because you can get these.
Very good to know.
And then you put it in the freezer and you can make all sorts of things with it. Even sausages. Cherie is, we will stop off at a grocery store on our way, teleporting out. Already making notes. Yes, I'm gathering that Darwin is basically going to be approached by one of the school-aged lads, basically, is the best you can do, and going, would you like a guided tour of the taco bar?
Yes, because I don't know what a lot of this is.
Points out, you've got beef, you've got chicken, you've got pork, you've got seafood. Here's your various salsas. There's the one over there, but I don't know if you could take the one over there.
Yeah, no. Maybe like a third of that.
Is my favorite is the guacamole. To be fair, you're one of the few who would actually know avocado. So you know avocado?
Yes.
Is that with onions and tomatoes and peppers and things? Is not as spicy as the here. You take these chip and you dip it in and you eat, and yeah, the Ambiers is probably better, but it's still, you can tell it's homemade as well. So
yeah, that's quickly become my favorite as well.
Thankfully, they go heavy on the guacamole. It seems to be a quick flight favorite in general. And yeah, everybody else gets a guide through the tacos. And when it comes to the level of spicy, most of you are kept in the reasonable. I imagine it's mostly Hazel and Alice A who are basically just here going, fuck me up.
You would be correct.
Darwin's doing his best to not go completely spiceless. But yeah, like when I said a third of that over there, I meant a third of that thing over there.
Yeah, to be fair, that is the lightest spicy they have here. These are quick flights. So
yeah, it will take a little kick, but like
yeah. I mean, a little kick is the lowest they go.
And probably like one or two up from that, depending on the scale.
Yeah.
This sounds like y'all got the white person spicy label on your receipts.
Well, they do that for guests. What they explain is we do that for guests and for the little ones.
It is an optimal way to get around the issue of people overestimating their choices.
That is true.
Although, meanwhile, little Hazel Quick Flight is actually already at the killer the killer salsa verde.
Oh Jesus, no!
Munch, munch. No, it's just sitting there with dip, munch, 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 munch. Dip, munch, 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 munch.
It's mildly terrifying.
I'm impressed. She's fine. That's adorable and amazing and honestly kind of scary.
Clearly among your people,
Not
Hazel.
bad scary, by the way. Good scary. Fun scary.
The one that's very clearly this one's mother is going, it was kind of an accident. Robin, he mistook. He wasn't looking when he grabbed the bottle, and instead of her bottle, it was sriracha.
Oh no!
She has liked the spicy ever since.
Depending on how long we're going to be here, Darwin may take the opportunity to work his way up a few levels, but
yeah, I mean
they will have to get all the way.
They will happily guide you through. This is a
good opportunity to try to.
They will start you off with the spicier levels of the guacamole because the
avocado cools that a bit.
Yeah. And in the end, around the desserts, you're basically getting churros, champorado, and tres leches cake.
Aggressively.
Well, if I could draw, I would be drawing Barnabas with a sombrero. Specifically with a diameter that his horns are just on the outside of it.
Correct. Objectively correct.
That's the thing for Egref. Food is generally anything you can pile whatever you want into something flat and eat it with one hand, so as to not interrupt the innovation. So Tex-Mex kind of thing was very much their food. So it kind of looks like white people, but it's not the taste buds of white people. Mostly, anyway. So, yeah, at the end of all of that, Hazel is basically hug-piled by halflings.
Yeah, from somewhere in that pile there is Joy Squee. Not hypersonic Squee, but Joy Squee.
The next time you come, we will make burrito night.
Yes!
We will be having Judith and Tom. They make the best burritos. And after a thank you for your hospitality, out you go and off to the Wood Elf settlement. Or technically, because you tend not to appear in the settlement proper, in the graveyard. Probably a little difficult for Rylan after that last bit of nightmare, but it's the landmark you know.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few more seedlings at the moment, but that's probably not that much of a surprise. It is, however, less potentially grody beyond some of the staining and tainting seems to have cleared off somewhat.
It seems like they're taking good care of the place.
Well, the marsh witch said she'd keep an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when you get up there, it's one of your cousins turns around and goes, "She comes over for tea. We don't know what to do."
Serve tea?
I mean, we
mean,
give her
that's-
tea and we're polite, but we
Well,
don't
there
know
you go
what to
then.
make. We don't know what to make of her any more than she knows what to make of us. I think she's studying us for like some kind of archfey project. I don't know.
I think
she
you
just
guys are
likes you.
fine.
She just likes you, I think. She seems.
You guys are way too chill about the idea of archfey.
I'm just going to vaguely gesture to Clary.
Honestly, compared to some archfey we've encountered,
I like the Watch Witch.
yeah,
Me
she's
too.
much nicer.
She's fun.
Yeah. The one that Clarity works for embodies sparkle motion.
I only
I'm gonna
understood
put
about
on my
half.
glitter earrings.
What is it? Mischief and whimsy.
Yeah, because the cousin is going, I only understand half of the words that came out of your face, and I don't think I want to know.
Oh, sparkle motion.
Looks at Rylan. How do you cope with this?
As impossible as this sounds, you do get used to it eventually.
Okay, I'm gonna guess you're here for a reason, and you're gonna want to talk to the elder or something.
Oh, well, that is the plan, yes.
Well, I'll see if I can kind of like throw the marsh witch in your general direction. Probably not.
Oh,
literally.
you mean she's here now?
Yeah, I wouldn't be panicking if she wasn't. I mean, she'd been here before and for other tea breaks, but no, she's here like now. I wouldn't be panicking. I'd be asking you what to do next time if she wasn't here now, but she's here now.
Okay.
Hazel, break out the cookies.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Yeah. Sorry, you said break out the what? Because
Cookies.
whatever it is I'm
Cookies.
doing, I just wanted to make sure I heard you.
Cookies, because you have a marsh witch and she is fond of sweets. And
Yep. Cookies are getting broken out. All kinds of goodies are getting broken out. Avoiding the oh god spicy detonation level ones, but definitely breaking out as many of the sweet things as I have on my person.
Fair enough. And we will briefly deal with that next session before we actually start getting you into what's going on in Cragvere. So I will see you in 2 weeks' time when we do that.